Welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Part 3. Let's put on new ability Guard. Pretty much hold square and you'll block an attack coming from an enemy. Well, previously on Let's Play Kingdom Hearts, Hayner and Roxas are having a little feud. Hayner wanted to hang out, but you were busy with your own problems. You were going crazy. Time's freezing and you're seeing a little girl in a white dress. You know, Hayner and Pence and Olette were shopping, and he's not mad at them, but he's mad at you. So, you're gonna clean up and have fun in the struggle tournament today. So pretty much the rules, if you didn't want to read them right there. You each get 100 orbs. When you hit the enemy, they lose orbs. I think you start with 100 each. And, whoever has the most at the end of the time limit, which is a minute, wins. Or first to get all 200 orbs in their possession wins. Very easy. If you have trouble with it, just hit them once, grab a couple orbs, and then run away. I believe the more damage you deal with your attack, the more orbs come out. So if you really want to try to wipe the floor with these guys, you can spam that part in part 2, that station of calling. You can just fight the nobodies, go back and exit the door, then go back in and fight the nobodies, and you can sort of grind and level up there. Not a bad idea to do, not a bad thing to do, because you can get potions and things that way, and you can stay there as long as you want. But if you go into the Twilight Thorn room, you will start that and you won't be able to go back. So I'm only level 3, maybe level 4, I can't remember. So here we go. Let's fight Hayner. This guy's pretty... Yeah, you already told us the rules. Don't tell us again. Anyway, Hayner's really easy. He really telegraphs his moves, so he shouldn't be a problem. See, as you can see there, you just grab a couple orbs and you just run around till the time limit runs out. Nope. Man, wow, that really hurt. Oop. Wow. I've never done this badly in a struggle game before. I typically win like 150 or like 170 to like 3. I'm actually gonna die. I'm gonna play it safe because I don't want to accidentally die and have to replay this. That would be boring as heck to watch. So just
How's this?
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I'm almost dead. That was atrocious. That was really bad. A little behind the scenes here. This is my 3rd attempt to recording this episode, and I've never done that bad, and I have not done that bad in any of them. That was terrible. I think at most I got hit once. Oh man. Something's going on.
I lost.
So before this match, he was talking about, oh, you gotta get over it and let things go. I'm not mad at you anymore. Well, you should make that a little more clear, because right before the match you were giving him dirty looks. I mean, if you went up and talked to him before the match, he says, ... give it your all, or something, He was clearly mad. So, but then the match officially starts and he's like, you gotta let things go. He needs to make things clear. So this is the other match, VV versus Cypher. Who will win? So the game makes you... I guess you don't really know who VV is this early in the game. He is normally a very gentle person. Not really much of a struggle player, but he seems to have gotten courage or something, and now he's decided to struggle. So, let's see who wins. Whoa, look how fast he is. Amazing.
So tough.
How did that ball come out, by the way? I didn't see him hit VV. He just sort of pushed him out of the way. Also, VV had the blue balls. Why does he get yellow? I thought it was like blue and red. When I was fighting Hayner, it was blue and red. Now it's blue and yellow for whatever reason. Is it because he's a coward? Is Cypher a coward? I don't know.
That's not Vivi.
You see, if I knew Vivi a little more by this point in the game, I'd know that. They keep telling me something's wrong with Vivi, but I can't tell because I haven't played any further in the game and I haven't, like, talked to Vivi or seen what he's like normally. He hasn't said a word. It's kind of creepy though. He's got that like weird high-pitched laugh thing.
It looks like Cypher's withdrawn from the struggle for third place.
So I'm in third now? Oh, baby!
He seems pretty happy that, you know, he won via withdrawal. You'd think he would have wanted to beat the heck out of what's his face? Out of Cypher. So this right here is, you pretty much have to do a series of 3 battles here. The first 2 aren't that bad. The last one is kind of tough. Honestly, I might die. I know I keep saying that this game is really easy, but this tutorial section is a lot harder than the rest of the game. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I don't have all my abilities and I'm just used to having them, and I don't know. Something's going on. And Vivi is harder than Hayner. He's a little... he's a lot faster. He can move around, so you want to use the lock-on to keep track of where he's at. Again, if you have trouble with this, just hit once or twice, you know, 3 times, whatever, get that combo in, and then get the heck out of there, because then... Also, did you notice that he, like, that bat grew in size? Is that normal? Can, like, do they just accept magic here? Like, everything goes... See, this is how I typically do in a struggle battle. I hit him once or twice, and I get the heck out of there. I grab some orbs. No, I get hit maybe once or twice. Oh, there's the once. See, there's that where that aerial recovery can really come in handy. You take a hit, before you hit the ground, you recover, and then you can hit. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. See, then recover, and then... Oh. See, like, the main thing in, like, a hack-and-slash game, or I guess any hack-and-slash game, is wait for the enemy to do an attack, and then they're open for an attack. So if you know that they sort of charge, like, he's going to come at me there, if you can telegraph that, you can stay just out of range, he'll finish his attack, and then he's open. You can hit him, and that's when you get your combo in, and then he'll typically get knocked back. And that's pretty much how you handle most enemies. However, some enemies don't recoil much from hits. So, you know, Roxas is going crazy again. Time's frozen. For whatever reason. Oh, but Vivi's not frozen. Maybe he has something to do with it. Again, this is one of those moments, kind of like in part 1, when the one Dusk talks, you know, I will come for you, my liege. Like, in this beginning part, the nobodies can take on the forms of other beings. And, they don't really do that before, or again, either. It's kind of weird. Maybe it's because of the circumstances of this town, because, you know, they haven't quite told you yet, but this town is definitely different. Maybe it's that reason, but I don't know. So, again, do the strategy I told you before, hit once or twice, and then reversal, and just, you know, keep doing that. This isn't very hard. Now this next, there's one more battle, and I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, I probably did, I'm going to say it again anyway. If you die, you have to go all the way back to fight Vivi, and that's really annoying. However, the one nice thing about this game is where, unlike in Kingdom Hearts 1, if you die, you don't have to suffer through the cutscene again, because some of these cutscenes are really long. As you remember in part 1, I think I had my hand on the controller for like 2 minutes of the 35 minutes or however long the video was.
All right.
So you can skip cutscenes in this game, which is really nice. I'm not doing it because I want you to see it. You know, even though I'm talking, you can read the subtitles.
I don't remember.
So this guy's pretty cool. You've met him before. It is
Axel.
Axel. So this is a guy from Chain of Memories. I think he's the only survivor from that whole Castle Oblivion events that went on in in Chain of Memories. However, I think before this moment you thought he was dead. I'm trying to remember if you thought he was dead or not. It's been a while since I played Riku's story, so you might have rediscovered that he was alive during Riku's story, but he's the only survivor of Castle Oblivion. And now he's fighting Roxas. Why he wants Roxas, we don't know yet.
What's going on?
Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, only he can possess the Keyblade, or I guess certain masters can wield the Keyblade. For whatever reason, when people believe it's like the strength of their heart
Okay, fine.
and
You asked for it.
and all that. But if he were to give it to Axel, it would just like disappear and reappear in Roxas' hand.
That's more like it.
Come on, I'll make it all better. That's where a block comes really in handy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, really? I'm gonna take this battle very carefully because I am not good at it. Oh my gosh, really? Okay, when he like squats like that, you know he's gonna do that, so you can get away. And after a while, he does do like a charge thing. Oh, I guess you can just go up and hit him. I thought you had to wait. I thought he would like. Okay, here we go. He's going kind of crazy. So this means he's like low on health. Oh, ow! Ow! Okay, help, help, help. Okay, if I'm quiet, I'm sorry. I don't want to die here. Because you take a lot of damage on Prod 1, especially early on when you don't have any HP and all that. And, oh, there we go. Okay, so I was really scared because on my first 2 attempts, I died, and I died the first time, I think twice. I was going to cut out a few of the retakes, and then, you know, my recording quit, and then I had to start over, and the second time I had, you know, personal matter come up, had to take care of that. Third time's the charm. I just took him out immediately. So Diz just randomly appeared, stopped the battle. Thank goodness, I was going to die.
Roxas! Don't let him deceive you!
Roxas!
Roxas, 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 Roxas. You know, they after like it's one of those things where when you say a word over and over again, it loses its meaning.
That's... Oled. Painter!
Also, they never explained why shouting his friends' names, you know, helped. Oh, look at that! Now it worked. I guess that just took up time for Diz to work his magic. And of course, nobody in the world knows anything. They just, oh, I guess what just happened? He fell over. And Roxas won. And now Vivi seems to be back to normal. That really went well. I really am happy. He doesn't look happy though.
Roxas! Our new top struggler!
Roxas?
So here, I talked about him at the end of part 2. This is Setzer. He's a jerk. He's like rich, spoiled guy, kind of a jerk. And he is the final match of the Struggle Tournament. It's one of those things where you fight, you know, you win the tournament and the winner gets to fight the previous winner, kind of thing.
You two, play fair now. You're at the top of the bracket.
There's only room for one up here.
Well, may the best man win.
You know what might explain why there's 8 places on the
How about
on that tournament map is that you, like the 4 that we saw were like on the left and he was on the right, so he might have won the right bracket. I don't know, it may be. So as you can see here, he's bribing him. He's like, hey, I'll make it worth your while if you give up, because I suck and I can't really do anything, but I want people to think so. So, if I remember right, he isn't that hard. Vivi was harder. Then again, I might just eat those words and he might, you know, beat the crud out of me.
Right. You're wrong.
Oh, so if I'm wrong, then I'm probably gonna do fine. See, it's red and blue again. Why did what's-his-face have yellow? See, he just sort of stood there. I was expecting him to attack me. Oh, there we go. So he does like the quick, like you heard him, and there we go. Yeah, see, he isn't that hard. I thought he has really like short-range attacks. He's like, ugh. Oh wow, okay, I have spirally stuff. That was impressive. Oh, and recover and attack! Ooh, from behind! Oh! Yeah, I'm not doing that again.
Are you scared of me?
Whoa! Watch out for that! I guess whenever you do that, just... Okay, he's like doing a block. Oh, that's him blocking. Okay, so whenever he does that, do not attack him. He'll just parry and fight you right back. Oh, I waited too long. Oh, see? That's what happens if you hit him when he does that. Doesn't matter, I just whooped his butt so hard. 127 to 50. Something. Woohoo, I win! Because as I mentioned earlier, I'm the main character. I have to win. If I don't, I just restart and do it again. And you'll never know the difference.
Roxas!
You'll never know what happened.
You did it!
That was awesome, Roxas!
Oh yeah, not one prize, but 2. You get a belt and a trophy. Now that belt, I think, is actually an item you can wear, and it has like resistances to all the magic or something. Okay, so Fire Blizzard and Thunder Resistance. So you can actually wear that. The trophy is just whatever. It's a story item. It's a sort of, I guess, a quest item, and you will just hold on to that. It has no meaning or purpose other than story stuff. And there they are again, sneaking up to the top of the clock tower. That is a very dangerous place to hang out. Wonder how many kids have fallen to their death from up there. See, look at that, he could have fallen off there. Way to break the trophy. Aren't you supposed to, like, hand that down to the next winner? What a jerk.
As promised.
Ah, that's pretty.
Thanks a ton, Roxas. One more treasure for us to share.
You'd think that Hayner would have gotten the green and Pence gotten the red because, like, the colors sort of match a certain color of the person. Like, you know, Roxas gets blue because his eyes are blue. Olette is wearing the orange, or you know, so she gets the orange one. But you know, Hayner had the green pants and Pence had the red shirt. Okay, so he fell, you know, which I told you was gonna happen. It's a very dangerous place to hang out.
Kyrie, wait
But before we find out what happens to him, we gotta have another side story, because we don't have enough of those going on right now, huh? So that's Kyrie. They did change her character model, because she actually grew up. It's really refreshing. So did Selfie, I think is her name, Selfie. She was the person who beat the heck out of you with the with her jump rope in the first game.
Not today. Sorry. Aw, why not? Do you remember those boys who used to hang out with us? Riku? Yeah. I wonder whatever happened to him.
And it's weird how they all have no memory of like their world
Far away.
going into darkness. I guess when all the worlds were sort of repaired, they they just
Of course
didn't
I
remember
will.
it. It was like a thing. I don't
And
know.
the other boy? What other boy?
Oh, and if you don't remember, the reason they can't remember Sora is because of things in Chain of Memories.
Played together on that
When
island,
when they messed up his memories,
His
all the
voice
people
always
attached
used
to
to be
him
there.
sort of forgot him.
and now it's gone.
And they sort of
His
touch on it
face,
early
his
on,
name.
but after after
awful
you
about it.
complete the second world, they never really
So I
touch
told
touch on that again.
I'm not going to the island until. I
However,
remember
that does
everything
have a
about
huge sorry, that does have a huge
Sure, you didn't make a
part in 358 over 2 days, because that game takes place during the year between Chain of Memories and Kingdom Hearts 2.
Naminé, what's happening to me?
Oh my gosh, more foreshadowing. They're hinting at things.
And that's not
Why
even-
did Roxas call Kairi Naminé?
Kairi.
Oh, maybe there's
I
a
know
reason.
you. You're that girl he likes.
Who? Please, a name.
I'm Roxas.
Okay, Roxas. But can you tell me his name?
You don't remember my name? Thanks a lot, Kyrie. Okay, I guess I can give you a hint. Starts with an S.
Starts with an S. Is it Stuart? Stanley? What is it? Okay, now notice how long she's on the ground. She just accepts it. You know, like, oh, you fell over.
Are you
She
okay?
didn't go down to help her very quickly. I mean, if she was on the ground for that entire conversation, that was a long time. And look, they just brush it off. Yeah, I passed out, whatever. Must happen often. You gotta have more potassium in your diet. And there's the islands. It's kind of funny that in the first game you look off the islands and there's nothing, but then in this game, just off the islands, there's this huge, like the mainland. Look at that. You can see the front of the island right there. How come you never saw this huge place in the first game? But I'm not going to question it. Doesn't matter.
Kyrie.
So that letter that she sends out, in fact, like the first time I played the game and
I
I
wrote it yesterday.
pretty much beat it, that
I
letter,
remember.
honestly,
I
like,
said that no
that
matter
letter
where
doesn't
he is,
come
I'll
into the
find
story
him.
until the very, very,
One
very
day.
end. So at the very end,
When I
when they
stopped
pick up the
writing,
bottle from the water and they
I
start
remember
reading
we
it,
made
I'm
a
like, what the
promise.
heck is that bottle? What does it have
Something
anything to do with the game? And then I
That
started
is where it
to,
starts, I know it.
another playthrough a while later, and I'm like, oh, there we go. This game's really good
Nobody
at
gets it.
doing something and then completely dropping it for an incredibly long amount of time.
Starts with an S.
Which I guess is a good way
Right?
to, you know,
Sora?
hide things. It's smart to, you know, put everything in there and put some distance in between to help you forget and make a, not necessarily a twist, but a new element sort of fresh. I like it. So, and she remembered his name, Sora. Which is good. That means that restoration's almost done.
His progress is astounding.
So, what happened?
Oh, it looked like he got the blue ball. Poor Roxas, losing all his stuff.
Naminé's encounter with Roxas put his heart in contact with Kairi's. And that in turn affected Sora.
And again, it's weird that they talk about Roxas's heart
She's a wonder.
responding to Kairi's,
She wasn't
because,
born
spoiler alert,
nobody.
Roxas is a nobody.
She can interfere
So-
with the hearts and memories.
And now we
of
learn that
Sora
Kairi is a
and
nobody, a
those
kind of,
aligned with him.
a different kind of nobody.
But
And,
whose nobody is she?
an interesting thing about this game that I kind of
Good,
like,
tell you.
their journals in the game, you know, Jiminy's
But
journals and
first,
Ansem's reports. I
Perhaps
didn't
you
read
could tell
them
me your
at
true
first. You know, I
name.
typically don't read all that stuff, but you definitely want to read the Ansem reports.
It's Ansem.
Oh, I thought we killed this guy. Both in the first two games. He just keeps coming back. Oh, and why is he laughing? Maybe you'll find out at the
It's
end
an
of the
honor,
game.
Ansem.
Okay, I was talking about something and I completely forgot what it was. I'm sorry. Nope, he's still falling.
dreaming.
This is kind of like the Matrix, you know, where Neo was put in that interrogation room, and then they made his mouth all closed, all gooey and things, and then they put the weird mechanical bug thing in his belly, and then he just woke up like, oh, it was just a dream. It's just like that. Uh-oh. Alette looks kind of angry. Oh, hands on the hips. Yep, she's angry. Oh, look at that. She's really mad. And Roxas is like, oh, help me.
3 days left of summer vacation, so don't even mention that assignment.
Wait a minute. You have a homework assignment to do, and you waited till the end of summer vacation to do it? Why not just finish it?
You wouldn't be here if you
Finish it right away. Never deal with it again. You see, I'm kind of a goody two-shoes and kind of crazy. If I have something to do, it will be in the back of my mind forever until I do it. So if I have like 2 weeks to do something, I get it done immediately, because if I forget, or you know, it'll be in the back of my mind, and everything that I do in between them that I do just sort of to goof off or relax, I feel bad. I should be working on something. Drives me nuts.
The guys in white. Forget it. Why? You know, things have been weird with you in the town since the photos were stolen, right?
Well, tomorrow, we're all gonna search the town and find out what's been going on.
Lots of people are helping out.
Okay, this is weird. So he's like, hey, let's write about the stuff that's happening to me. We can find out what's going on. And then they're like, forget it. Nuh-uh. They're like, he's like, oh, why? Oh, because we're going to do it anyway. Why did they say forget it? Okay, so this is another segment in the game. It's kind of nice because you actually get control for most of it. This is the 7 Wonders section, and they write their paper on the 7 Wonders, and it's like the weird steps that count different up and down, the friend in the wall, the doppelganger, the noises in the tunnel, the animated bag. Oop, you see I'm mashing X to continue. Okay, so off to the train station. So until now, you've only had access to sort of this downtown area of Twilight Town. You know, it's like the Sandlot, that tram station, and the mansion area, and then this part, the Station Heights. There we go, and then the station. Now you're gonna get access to a second part. It's smaller, but it's I guess it's only one big room, but it's pretty decent size. 1 or 2 places. Here we go. Okay. Let's go into the train. That's a really big lobby room. Seems like a waste of space. There should be some benches in there or something.
The time has come. Our hunt for the 7 Wonders begins. Whoa. Find new rumors already?
Nothing on Market Street.
You twerps aren't gonna scoop us. We're going to the terrace with you.
Hayner, it's not a race.
So, you can get, like, there's a tunnel system in Twilight Town. They don't unlock it until later, I think. I think until much later, after, during Sora's story. But the tunnels can get you to the terrace as well. But right now, the only way you can get there to and from there is via the train station. Oh, so it's yellow, not orange. My mistake. I feel really sad for Roxas. I mean, like, the more they talk about him, the sadder I get. Because he seems really happy when you first meet him, but then every bit of story information that talks about him in the later parts of the game just makes his life seem more and more sad. Which is one thing I like about this game, is that while there are a few sad parts in the beginning, a majority of the game is very, you know, uplifting and is very feel good, you know. While, you know, previous games like Birth by Sleep, I liked Birth by Sleep, a few things I didn't like about it, but one thing I really didn't like was the entire game was one gigantic bummer. It was just so sad. the entire
The ones
time.
that count
You
different
never
going
felt
up and
happy in
down?
the entire game.
Actually, it's the stupidest thing ever, but...
So he waits to tell us
What?
until now. You know, he waits to talk about how,
Rye's the
what's
one
his
who
name,
counts.
Rye cannot count,
He's like,
you know?
every time I count, it's different.
And is Rye's
you
bad
know?
counting, you know, like such a big thing that, like
So,
no one
He just
traced
counted
it back to
wrong?
that? Like it's a seventh wonder of Twilight Town and one guy miscounted?
Hey,
Not much of a
no
wonder.
worries.
Okay, well, you know what? I'll knock out one or two of these wonders, and then I'll call it quits. So, one of the wonders done. The weird steps. So there are, I think, 4 you do here. You talk to him, and he'll show you a map. Here we go. Da, 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 da. 4. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna do maybe these 2 now. I'll do the other ones later. So the friend behind the wall. This one can give you a little trouble. It really isn't that bad, like most of the game. Funny thing is, I didn't know what the objective of this was. I guess I just didn't pay attention because they always tell you. Whoa. Oh my gosh, see, he runs all the way back out, and then the balls apparently don't bounce, they just fade into the wall again. But the object of the game is to get all the way to the brick wall and then touch it. Let's see, search the back wall. You think I would have remembered that? There we go. Very easy. For some reason, like the first time I played this, which was years ago, before I really played video games as much as I do now, I had a lot of trouble with that. I was just bad. But as you can see there, just run right there. Also, Roxas just keeps his mouth shut. All of them are like, oh, you guess you're just kicking a ball, you know, it happens often, people kick ball and no one knows where it comes from. But Roxas doesn't mention, oh hey, they were materializing and floating straight, ignoring gravity and just materializing. But, you know, I guess, you know. Let's go to the noises in the tunnel. Looks iffy in there. Oh, it's Vivi. Or is it? They're multiplying. Now, if I remember right, nah, probably not. These guys die in one hit. They will just keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, but they die in one hit. They're not hard to kill. Oh gosh. Yeah, see, just one hit, and you get so little experience for him. Whoa, they just, oh gosh, keep coming. Oh, look at that, all 3 in one sweep there. When I first played this game and the screen sort of got all fuzzy like that, I could have sworn my computer was broken because I'd only had Super Nintendo before then, and that thing broke. It just was old and broke. So I didn't have a video game console for a long time. And if you don't, and for those of you who are just too young for this, the Super Nintendo had like a fork system where you would take these 2 forks and you would screw them into the TV, and that's how the signal was given to to display the video game. So when I was first introduced to this, like the component in, I thought it was broken whenever I saw that. It drove me nuts. I was very computer illiterate then. There we go. You know what? I'm making good time. I might push this episode a little longer and just knock all 4 of these out. And again, Roxas doesn't mention that, oh hey, I fought like 40 VVs. I just fought them and they kept coming and I kept hitting them and they went away. He doesn't mention it. You know what? I might be thinking of when you play a sword. I think there's a box up on that top. Nope, just here. Okay. I always want to open the... You know what? I'm going to equip some stuff. Let's go to items and then Roxas. So we have the belt. Put that on. Why not? Accessories. Ability ring. Yay. Let's put that on there. Always do that. And I'm out of potions. That's fun. So, any new abilities? Nope. Okay. Really nice thing about this game is once you get to Sora's story and you get Jiminy's journal, he keeps track of all the chests you do and do not open. Oh, look, another one. So, and it sort of positions them in a list as like the order in which you would encounter them. So if you, for instance, what you want to do is you want to get all the chests in the room you're currently in before moving on to the next one. Because if you move on to the next one and you get all of them, you see a space, you know that it's in the room you were just in the one before. So it's really nice how they do that. Reflection. What? He reacts so well to all this. Also, I've never understood the purposes of these 7 wonders. So Roxas will fight exactly like you do. Your exact same moveset, you know, so I think he moves maybe a little slower, so he's easier to notice when he's doing things. He's not hard at all. Oh. Wow. See, he doesn't even do that much damage. I mean, Axel can do a ton of damage. And there we go. Dead. Not hard. Then we'll do the last one in the animated bag. I'll watch some cutscenes, and then I think I'll call it a day. Why'd you pass out? You were doing fine. You did great. I was hit maybe twice. And you're passed out? Come on. I just, that was kind of a hint to the rest of the story. I've never understood these 7 wonders. Why are they so weird? But, you know, I think only one of them turns out to be true. Spoiler alert. And I guess true is in terms of... Well, I don't know. I guess none of them are true in everybody else's eyes, but in terms of Roxas' eyes, they're all true, except for the stairs. Do, do, do. The animated bag. Okay, so this is sort of a little mini game. You go up to it, you hit triangle, you hop on it, and then eventually it'll like go right towards another trash can, like that. Then you just hit triangle to go over it, and you can just mash the triangle button the whole time, and you'll jump over it. There's no downside to pressing it early, but you know, the longer you stay on it, he gets faster and his stamina drops. And there we go, kaput. He's tired. That took like what, 4 jumps? Again, not hard. What caused it? Yikes! Oh, it's a dog. So really, that dog was in the sack? If only it was a cat, then I could have said, let the cat out of the bag. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? There we go, 5 wonders down, 2 to go.
You know, that last wonder wasn't exactly wonderful.
I understand. Say no more.
You said it, Roxas. You said it.
But this next one's gonna be really great. Wonder number 6.
We got another lead.
The ghost train mystery.
The ghost train mystery.
Everybody knows about wonder number 6.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Did you find out where the train runs?
You can see it from Sunset Hill.
We were just on Sunset Hill. Why did we come all the way down here just to say, let's go back to Sunset Hill? Okay, here we go. You know what? I'm going to call it a day. Let's go back and save. Because then there's a lot of cutscenes and it's the whole thing. Well, I think this was a very successful part. We got some stuff done. We killed some people. Not killed them. We took out Axel and the whole struggle tournament. We won that. Debunking some mysteries. Success. Also, clocks in everything, in advertising and not necessarily movies, but typically in advertising, clocks always say 10:10. It's a weird thing. I don't know why. People believe that like an advertising thing, it's supposed to look like the thing is smiling at you. But if you were unaware of this, go to a magazine, go to a website, look at the watches. They're all at 10:10. I don't ask why. It's just a weird thing in marketing. So, well, goodbye, Internet.